Agincourt. It was in the 15th century, the medieval era, on the day of the great battle. Where? Near the castle of Agincourt, in the fair land of France. A king had recently ascended to the throne of England. He was young and bold. His name was Harry, crowned Henry V, and he laid claim to the throne of France due to various laws and lineage. The French king had not been amenable to his claims, and so, with a small army of men, Henry undertook to win the crown of France by force. Battle after battle showed him successful, until finally he came to the very seat of the French throne. On the fields of Agincourt were assembled 60,000 French soldiers. Of English there were 13,000, seasoned yet weary troops. The disparity was great. The outcome seemed sure. The French were confident, and so to the English camp in the morning of battle. Where is the king? The king himself is rode to view their battle. Of fighting men they have for 70,000. There is 5 to 1. Besides, they are all fresh. God's arm strike with us. 'Tis a fearful odds. God be with you, princes all. I'll to my charge if we no more meet till we meet in heaven. Then joyfully, my noble Lord of Bedford, my dear Lord Gloucester, my good Lord, etc., my kind kinsmen, warriors, all, adieu. Farewell, good Salisbury, and good luck go with thee. Fight valiantly today, and yet I do thee wrong to mind thee ever, for thou art the firm truth of valor. Oh, that we now had here but 1/10,000 of those men in England that do no work today. Enter the king. What's he that wishes so? My cousin, Westmoreland? No, my fair cousin. If we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. God's will, I pray thee, wish not one man more. By Jove, I'm not covetous for gold, nor care I who doth feed upon my cost. It yearns me not if men my garments wear. Such outward things dwell not in my desires. But if it be a sin to covet honor, I am the most offending soul alive. No faith, my coz, wish not a man from England. God's peace, I would not lose so great an honor as one man more that methinks would share from me. For the best hope I have, I do not wish one more. Rather, proclaim it, Westmoreland, throughout my host, that he which has no stomach for this fight, let him depart. His passport shall be made, and crowns for convoy put into his purse. We would not die in that man's company, that fears his fellowship to die with us. This day is called the Feast of Crispin. He that shall live this day and come safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named, and rouse him at the name of Crispin. He that shall live this day and see old age will yearly, on the vigil, feast his neighbors and say, "Tomorrow is St. Crispin." Then will he strip his sleeve and show his scars and say, "These wounds I had on Crispin's day." Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot, but who'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispin shall ne'er go by, from this day to the ending of the world. But we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. Be he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition. And gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed that they were not here, and hold their manhoods cheap, whilst any speaks that fought with us upon St. Crispin's day. My sovereign lord, bestow yourself with speed. The French are bravely in their battle set, and will with all expedients charge on us. All things be ready if our minds be so. Perish the man whose mind is backward now. Thou dost not wish more help from England, coz? God's will, my liege, would you and I alone without more help could fight this royal battle. Thou hast not wished 5,000 men, which likes me better than to wish us one. You know your places. God be with you all. Enter Montjoy, the French herald. Once more I come to know of thee, King Harry, if for thy ransom thou wilt now compound before thy most assured overthrow. For certainly thou art so near the gulf, thy needs must be glutted. Besides, in mercy, the constable desires thou wilt remind thy followers of repentance, that their souls may make a peaceful and sweet retire from off these fields where wretches their bodies must lie and rest. Who will set thee now? The constable of France. I pray thee bear my former answer back. Bid them achieve me, then sell my bones. Oh, why should they mock poor fellows thus? The man that once did sell the lion's skin while the beast still lived was killed with hunting him. A many of our bodies shall no doubt find native graves, upon the which I trust shall witness live and brass of this day's work. And those that leave their valiant bones in France, dying like men, though buried in your dunghills, they shall be famed, for there the sun shall greet them, and draw their honors reeking up to heaven, leaving their earthly pouch to choke your clime. The smell whereof shall breed a plague in France. Mote them abounding valor in our English, that being dead like to the bullets grazing, break out into a second course of mischief, killing and relapse of mortality. Let me speak proudly. Tell the constable we are but warriors for a working day. Our gayness and our guilt are all besmirched with rainy motion in the painful fields. There is not a piece of feather in our host. Good argument, I hope we will not fly, and time has worn us into slovenly. But by the mass our hearts are in the trim. And my poor soldiers tell me yet ere night they'll be in fresher roads, or they'll pluck the gay new coats or the French soldiers' heads, and turn them out of service. If they do this, as if God please they shall, my ransom then will soon be levied. Herald, save thou thy labor. Come thou no more for ransom, gentle herald. They shall have none, I swear, but these my joints, which if they have, as I will leave in them, shall yield them little. Tell the constable. I shall, King Herald, and so fare thee well, thou shalt never hear of herald. I feel thou once more again come for ransom. My lord, most humbly on my knee I beg the leading of the bar. Take it, brave York, and now, soldiers, march away, and how thou pleasest God, dispose the day. With that said, the weary English troops said their prayers and prepared for battle. They fought long and hard, and when the French saw that the day was going against them, they broke the laws of all chivalry in arms, killing the boys who took care of their baggage and leaving not one alive. When the dead were counted, it was seen that more than 10,000 French lay dead upon the bloody field. Of English, only 25 perished. The King of England, Henry V, was thus made heir to the French throne and regent of France. He and the French princess Catherine were then united and left one son, Henry VI, an orphan and King of England and France.
It was quite a treat at camp, and we sat stunned after that. But that was part of the what you need to do for a communications merit badge. So that was pretty neat. Next, I want to have all the 18 scouts that went to Camp Baldwin have you come forward, and you're going to receive your Camp Baldwin badges.